So for those of you out there going, oh, Devin, you must never eat junk food. Sorry. Hey there, Coach Devin here. Okay, so I had a client today talking to me about their spouse and said, well, listen, my spouse, super frustrated, just has given up on exercise and said, look, maybe I'm big bone, I'm just never going to lose the weight. The guy's just super frustrated because he's tried a bunch of times and it's never worked. And I said, okay, I have some questions just to see where we are. And I said, when he tries to exercise, what's the goal? She's like, oh, I go 7 days a week, like an hour and a half a day, eat super clean, and then he falls off. And I was like, okay, I know your problem. So listen up out here, kids. This is really simple. You have been lied to by the media, by social media, by trainers, by fitness enthusiasts and so-called gurus all the time. They're lying to you. You know why they're lying to you? Because they're trying to sell you shit. That's what they want to do. They want to sell you things. I'm going to give you the real deal on this thing. And this is the reason for you, me, and all the people out there that fail trying to get more fit. I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong right now. It's actually very simple. Every time I run into a situation like this, it's always that you've chosen to do too much. We hear it in the media all the time. The Rock gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and works out for 2 hours every day and eats nothing but chicken, broccoli, and rice. He's ripped. Mark Wahlberg, he gets up at 3 in the morning. He works out for 5 hours. Then he acts all day and goes to bed and gets up on 3 hours of sleep and does it again. And he eats chicken, broccoli, rice, drinks a certain protein shake, whatever. That's not real, okay? First off, it's unsustainable. No one can do it. The Rock isn't doing it. Mark Wahlberg's not doing it. No one is doing it. It's not real. It's bull. It is absolute bull, because here's the deal. I live, breathe, and eat fitness. I love everything about fitness. I'm in the gym right now. I love being in the gym. I own a gym. This is my livelihood and it is my passion. But I can tell you right now, I don't work out for 2 hours a day. I don't work out at 4 a.m. I don't do cardio at 4 a.m. and then, for an hour and then an hour of weights afterwards. Those are not things that are happening. I don't live on chicken, rice, and broccoli every single day. So for those of you out there going, oh, Devin, you must never eat junk food. Sorry, I hate to burst the bubble, but every Friday I have pizza and eat chips and watch movies. That's a thing we do in my house. Have done it for years. Don't plan to stop. I'm pretty fit. I can maintain that level of fitness, and I still have a life. The biggest problem people have is when they want to get fit, they say, okay, I'm going to try to get fit. I want to get fit. This is it. This is the time. I'm on it. I'm ready to rock and roll. And then they take too much. They do too much. They try to emulate The Rock or Mark Wahlberg or some other jackass on Instagram that's hashtagging no days off. Here's the deal. Nobody works out 7 days a week. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. You work out 7 days a week and you only do it for so long before bad things start to happen. Your body runs down, you get sick, you get injured, or you stop progressing. You don't get more fit. Why? Too much stress. Because exercise and fitness, lifting weights, cardio, whatever, it is stress on your body. It creates stress on your body adapts to that stress, which is how you get more fit. If you put too much stress in the body, your body can't adapt, you get less fit. So working out 7 days a week is a stupid, stupid idea. It's not real. No one does it. High-end pro basketball players, football players, baseball players, Mr. Olympia, they take days off. They all do. Everybody does in every sport, and anybody who tells you different is a liar. Number two, the food side of things. No one lives on chicken and broccoli all the time. You could do it for a short time, but again, it would be too stressful on your body, not good for you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this like totally straight up. If somebody said to me, Devin, you have to live on chicken, rice, and broccoli for the next week, I could do it. If they said you're gonna do that for the next 2 weeks, I'd be like, I don't think so. If you said you had to do it for the next 6 weeks, I'd be like, nah, not doing that. And listen, I eat pretty clean. I'm not a big food guy. I'm not a foodie. I like eating clean. Food is not a big thing for me. It's not a driving force for me. But you know what? I am not going to stick with something for 2, 6, 8, whatever number of weeks. No one's doing that unless there's a ton of money on the line. And even then, I'm probably not going to do it. because it's unsustainable. The things you've been told about health and fitness are unsustainable. The 3 a.m. workouts for 3 hours, the chicken, rice, and broccoli every single day and nothing else for 3 hours. None of those things are sustainable. They're absolutely not sustainable, period. The only way to get fit is to consistently do things all the time and be sustainable, something you can sustain long term, because that's how you get fit. Time, doing work over time will get you fit. Doing a little bit for a short time will not get you fit. And this is the reason people fall off, and this is why my client's spouse is saying, I'm done, this is too much work. Because you know what, they've set themselves up for failure. There's no sustainability in 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. I don't spend 14 hours a week working out, nor should you. No one should. No one should eat chicken, rice, and broccoli, or fish, rice, and broccoli every day. It's stupid, it's a dumb idea. And if everybody tells you to do it, they're a liar. The problem is you have people online like The Rock or Mark Wahlberg, and not to pick on those guys, but any actor that is telling you they're doing one thing and they're not doing that, because on their social media they're pushing it out there because it makes them look cool, makes them look like they're bigger than life, better than everybody. Isn't it cool? It's not real. It's just not real. If you want to be fit, you want to get a long way, to get better shape, which is the goal for most of us, then don't keep grinding, doing dumb stuff. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Equate it to this way. Say you're eating a hamburger, okay? You don't eat the hamburger by jamming the whole thing in your mouth and then trying to swallow, okay? So you'll choke. Fitness and eating healthy are the same thing. You don't jam it all in one shot and think, oh, this is gonna work great. It does not work well. You have to be smart about it. So sustainability is the name of the game. Being able to sustain and do something long term is where you get successful. So that client, her spouse, is sitting there. Of course he feels crappy. Of course he's ready to give up. Who wouldn't? I would if I was him. I love fitness, and I'd be like, screw that. I'm not doing it. And that's the reason he's not going to be successful, is because he's pushing too much. He's listening to too much social media. He's listening to too much stuff on the news. He's on the internet, reading these crazy workouts. Let's flash back to P90X for a minute. P90X, kind of an interesting program. Way too much volume. You're working out 7 days a week, an hour and a half a day, which is less, by the way, than the Mark Wahlbergs and The Rock and all the other athletes are claiming they're doing. But still, I've tried P90X, did the whole 90 days. Guess what? I was worn out after 30 days in, like good and worn out. It's too much. It just is too much. It's not sustainable. And you know what? What happens to people who did P90X? They stop later. And the reason they stop is really simple. Unsustainability. You can't continue doing that. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to social media. Stop listening to your favorite actor or your favorite athlete tell you what to do. They're lying. They're not telling you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth, because you know what? I have no vested interest in this. I'm not trying to sell a movie. I'm not trying to sell a supplement. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm trying to give you good information I have gleaned in 27 now plus years of being a trainer. I've done this game a long time. I'm almost at 28 years of being a trainer now. I've done this for a long time. I've seen everybody in every walk of life, basically, from pro athletes I've trained on down to a housewife or a guy who's never gotten off the couch before. Everybody's in the same boat. We're all human. We're all pretty much the same. We can't do too much. If you do too much, you will fail. If you set yourself up with an unsustainable goal, you will fail. Then you'll get mad. Then you'll say, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing this. And you know what? I don't fault you for that. I don't say, hey, you're a bad person for doing that. I say, you know what? I'm with you. I do the same thing because I would be frustrated too. So my words for you, just like I had words for my client's spouse, baby steps, smaller steps. Take small steps. Little steps every single day lead up to a big change. A couple big steps means you just trip and fall. That's how it works, right? When you walk down the street, don't take enormous, huge diving steps because it's ridiculous and you can't walk for very long that way. You have to stop or you'll trip and fall. If you take normal size steps, guess what? You get to where you want to go. The same analogy works for fitness. It just does. Baby steps. You know what? You need 5 days a week of somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour of exercise a week. That's all you need. You don't need more. That's all you need. Eat healthy. Be smart. Track your calories, but don't go bananas. Give yourself permission to have some cheat meals, and you also will be more successful. Sustainability, kids, that's the name of the game. That's the only way to get fit. Don't listen to the social media gurus, the actors, the rappers, the musicians, the whoever's, athletes. They are lying to you. You have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below. I love to hear from you. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Go fight the awesome.